Barcelona, Paris, London, Cologne. They are very nice cities for travel and visit. But if you are a petrolhead, you have one destination and you don't have to forget. And this is Nürburgring. Hi guys, how are you? In this video we're going to show you the Nürburgring and everything that surrounds it. Also, all the cool stuffs about this fantastic country. Don't go and stay until the end. As soon we entered Germany, we enjoyed free speed, where I legally put my car at 230 km per hour. After crossing two countries, we finally reached Trierscheid. Trierscheid is a beautiful municipality located in the federal state of Rhineland-Palatinate. Its population is just over 70 inhabitants. In the center of the village, there is a farm where cow's milk is milked. This is the house where the six friends stayed. And at the first morning we made friends with the kitten Karen. Our first visit is the Motor World Center in Cologne. It is not a museum, but rather a center for buying, selling and repairing classic collectible vehicles. This Ferrari F40 will be one of the first I will buy if I won the lottery. The first one that I will buy you will see at the end of the video. Who knows? In the center we can also see modified cars like this Abarth. If you are more or less my age, you will remember the Group C of Le Mans of the 80s and 90s, like this spectacular Mercedes-Benz. It is not the white Ferrari Testarossa from the Miami Vice series, but this Lamborghini Diablo VT seems to me the coolest car. I love seeing this Abarth restoration workshop. But the most interesting thing about this visit was on the top floor, Michael Schumacher's private collection. I have never before seen such a large monograph at one time. Here are exhibited the cars, the suites, globes, helmets, and the first car, and also all the memorabilia of Schumacher. Along with this Tony car, we see this Formula 4 car. This gorgeous Formula 3 was the prelude to his debut in Formula 1 with Jordan team. I still have very fresh in my mind the Formula 1 Sundays of my childhood. Shumi's battles where they almost always finished on the podium. Nothing to compare with the current Formula 1 shit. Do you remember when Rubens Barrichello had to give the first position to Schumacher in the 2002 Austrian Grand Prix by team orders? This Fiat 500 was the gift of the entire Ferrari team to Michael, identical to the one he had as a young man. I greatly appreciate Corina for all her work and care towards her husband Michael. Keep fighting, Michael. We are already in Nürburgring again, this time visiting the facilities of the many car rental business prepared to roll on the Nürburgring. I couldn't take my eyes off this M3 A30. This business offers cars of all kinds, from small hot hatches to Porsche GT3. It all depends on your budget. Before signing the contract, read everything carefully, since it can be expensive, very expensive. Who breaks, pays. In this workshop we can see the VLN Championship cars and 24 hours. Before hitting the track, we enjoy a good coffee at Devil's Dinner, where we start to get in tune with what awaits for us. It's my turn. First time in my life that I go to roll in the ring. What a nerves! Bar it up and we start. If you are a rookie in the ring, you must stand to your right and not take your eyes off the mirrors as the lockers are going strong. Lap after lap, I started to get a feel for the track. As the tires got hotter, I became more confident. It's very important at the end of the lap to cool the brakes and engine well. Good time to see the machines up close. Are you hungry? So you must go to the Pistenklauser restaurant in Nürburgring, owned by the Sabine Schmitz family. In the Nürburgring area, there are many restaurants with a racing atmosphere. but none like this one. In it, we can taste excellent cuisine, but the most spectacular thing is all the memorabilia that is inside. The decor is purely racing: autographs, photographs, racing car parts, a piece of fence, and countless handwritten dedications on the wall. You cannot lose this. If you don't feel like going on the track, the off-track atmosphere is spectacular. Cars of all kinds, many with great transformations, even classic cars that are collector's items. The brands are most seen are BMW and Porsche. I have never seen a Jaguar F-Type Project 7 live, a commemorative edition of the 60th anniversary of the D-Type, of which only 250 units were made. I think most of the 25,000 Yaris GR were sold in Germany. What do you think about the new 992 GT3? I like the previous generation better. But the most completely modified vehicle I saw at the Nürburgring was this Volkswagen T5 from Fanatec, with a 650 horsepower Porsche Carrera turbo engine, manual gearbox, 5 bucket type seats, and attention, central driving position. Another thing to do on the Nürburgring is to be at the Bridge to Gantry gas station. Apart from buying merchandising, you can see how all the cars on the circuit that come to refuel. Another of the curiosities of Germany is the 102 octane gasoline that you can find in some gas stations. It's not cheap, but I had to try it. I did not notice any change within 98 octanes. I guess it's because of I having the original electronics. When night falls, what better than a barbecue with friends? Then, we continued the party at the Lindner Hotel Casino, where at their same reception, we interviewed this racing Porsche GT3. What better view to enjoy your favorite drink? penultimate day of travel visiting Adenau. Yes, first we leave the cars very clean. In the area, everything has a racing atmosphere, even the toilets. So, that units are an experience. I really liked this bookstore in the middle of a square, where you can responsibly use the books that you like the most. That is, you have to return them in the same conditions. What a difference with my country. This is the Nürburgring Technical Center, where brands like Öhlins, Jaguar and Land Rover, Yokohama Tires, Aston Martin Racing, ABT Performance, Phoenix Racing, Goodyear and Dunlop, AMG, Porsche, and Hyundai N have his headquarters, where you continually see cars in development phase, and with camouflage vinyls going to the track to test the improvements. Hop Racing team was testing the Mercedes after running the 24 hours. What a spectacle! At this point on the tour, it's where I collapsed. The Manthey Racing Store. Countless Porsche with high-end preparations. I will not know which to choose. Probably any GT3 manual. Bilstein, ABAC, Fuchs, and Textar also have their development center. This is the car residence, a closed and ventilated garage where you can store your car all year round just 900 meters from the track. In the technical center, you can also see cool cars parked. Today, it's time to visit the boulevard and its stores to go shopping. Then, mandatory visit to the museum. The museum is not very large, but enough in content. As soon as we enter, we find these DTM jewels. This is where I fell into a trance. The BMW M3 E30 DTM, my fetish car. The first car that I will buy if I won the lottery. I have everything in my mind. I will put in the dining room of my house, next to a Lancia Delta Integrale Martini ex Mickey Viasion, and in the middle of the two cars, a Chesterfield type sofa. The rest of my fetish I will tell you in person. In the shadow of this M3 sits a BMW 635 CSI, next to the Audi 100 VI DTM and the Opel Calibra V6 DTM. Look at this gorgeous Opel Omega DTM Evo 500 of Alain Ferté. Can you imagine a track race at the Nordschleife? this Mercedes truck is a survivor. This is the Porsche 919 Hybrid Evo, with which Timo Bernhard beat the lap record at the Nordschleife in June 2018, setting the clock at 5 minutes 19 seconds. Who said that cars are not porn? Simply precious, this Opel Kadett B. During the day, we dedicate ourselves to walking around the circuit and seeing the prototypes in action, as well as contemplating the local fauna. Last day of track. Have I ever told you which is the car of my dreams? Getting on as a co-pilot is quite an experience if you are not afraid. I really enjoy it with my friend James. Now it's time to go home. That is, stopping to rest in a good hotel, allowing myself certain luxuries. Now it's time to remember this great trip, where I have met interesting people and wonderful places. And remember, you only live once. I hope you like this video. Don't forget, give me your like.